And we're back. So far, no callers.
That's okay.
But it would be nice one day.
Yeah. And just recap what we were talking about this morning. Of course, acknowledging our veterans, thanking them for doing the outstanding service that they have for our country, and all the people that dedicate their life to our country, both here and overseas, and keeping us safe and keeping us protected. We are very grateful. We support our military completely. And also remembering our friends and family and people that have helped create this country and help shape things the way that they have, and keeping our families and the traditions that they do. And our last point of really remembering that person who we were.
Definitely. Want to remember who we were, all those things that crafted us and brought us to the people we are today, which brings us to a point in life. We're at a crossroads. We've left things behind, and we realize, what are we going to bring forward? Which way are we going to go? What can we do with what we have? The cards that were dealt, what can we use out of those cards to bring us back to those old values of our ancestors?
Right.
Those old values of community and those old values of family. What can we do to maybe bring our next generation up without some of the struggles that we've had, to teach them ahead of time the pitfalls that we've seen and that we've lived through?
I think that our forefathers and our country leaders would really be shocked to see the way that a lot of us in society are behaving today, especially with the entitlement issues and so many of the other things that we see going on in the world today. I think that trying to work back towards important issues that we had and important things that made our country who they were, that we're very excited to be a part of that. So did you have something? Or?
We have someone in the chat room. Heidi Whitaker.
Oh, hey, Heidi.
Hey, Heidi. Hey. How are you?
What did she say?
She said, what sort of advice can we give to help people find their how on winning personal battles?
Okay, that's a really good question, Heidi. Thank you so much, Heidi. I love you. You're so sweet. Finding the how. Okay, what we were taught to do sometimes is going to take some meditation and some guided meditation. We believe that we all have the answers within inside of us in coaching. That's the number one thing about coaching. When you're in a regular therapy, you have a therapist telling you what to do. In coaching, we believe that all the answers come within.
Definitely.
So when we bring you in, we're going to ask you questions, and we ask you a series of questions to try to get to that inner part of you to discover the how. And sometimes it's very simple. The best, easiest way to do, I would say, is definitely meditation. Just taking a few minutes every day, quietly. If instead of meditation, if you prefer prayer, that's acceptable as well.
Definitely.
And really just clearing out your mind and just asking, how do I get to this next level? And in that silence comes the answer, comes the knowing. And it may not seem like it took me for a long time to figure out, how I was going to make the changes that I was doing. But then, boom, all of a sudden, I got the message just as clear as can be. I had to go to this school, I had to go through these courses, and I had to do this work that I had to do. And the rest just flowed naturally.
Definitely.
How about, for you, it was the same too.
Well, I'm still in the process of learning how to help people, but so far through the life coaching, I've learned that everybody has the answers inside them. And it's a matter of asking the right questions for them to find it. Letting them draw their own conclusions, letting them craft their own life and find their own direction. It's a wonderful thing.
That's a very good question, and yes, we go through that in our coaching process. What else did she say?
Well, she just said, "Love you guys," and we love you too, Heidi.
We love you too, Heidi.
Heidi is someone who's been with us.
She's a previous guest,
some of our. Well, she's been a previous guest, but she's also a friend that's been with us on some of our spiritual journeys.
Oh, sure.
From way back. She's a wonderful, dynamic lady. Her husband, Rob, he's a wonderful guy as well. If I could urge anybody out there, go back and listen to our show on critical illness. Hear a little bit of Heidi's story and Rob's story, and it's a fascinating one. It's exciting.
So, in closing on this Memorial Day, I'd like to again thank all of our new listeners. We're so excited. Our show has just completely taken off this last week on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Spreaker. We are so grateful for you listening. And like Leaf had said, we normally don't. We've been cutting our shows down to every other week because of the summer. But just
so far we're
off
yet,
this morning. Yeah, we just figured, we just want to put something out there, a little something, say hello, get to know our new listeners a little bit, and give you a little opportunity to work on something for yourself this weekend and this whole week. And that is, what work do you still have to do? What work do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And start setting that map to get there. So,
and as I said before, take a moment for a little gratitude this Memorial Day. Memorial Day is about remembering, and gratitude is about being thankful for what we have. The more thankful we are, the more stuff comes into our life.
Absolutely. And in closing, I would just like to leave us all with just a small prayer, that all of us find our way and find our purpose and find peace in the best possible way that we can, that is right for us. And being grateful to our families and for all the people that fought for our safety and to keep us safe in all the battles that we have to still go through in order to become who we are today. And I ask that Spirit, in however you seem Spirit, to bless you and to keep you safe and to be with you.
That sounds great.
Okay.
And from Heart to Heart with the Hanson, this is another one in the can.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Have a fabulous Memorial Day. And
keep it safe out there.
Keep it safe. You guys in the water out there in St. Clair Shores, be careful with those boats because, I know what's going on out there. I can see the pictures. I want to go. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. God bless. Thank you.
Bye-bye.